What is up, and I welcome each and every one of you back to the third installment of our tier list series. Before we get started, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Did I tell you guys to subscribe? Because that is something you should definitely consider. I hope you're all having fantastic days, and without further ado, let's get started. But first, a disclaimer. The top 29 civs, right? That's what we're going for, top 30. All these civs are really, really good. So if you have like a problem or anything, obviously it's my list, but let me know down below where you would put the civs. Who do you think should be deserving of a spot in the top 29, and which one of these civs actually deserves to be higher on the list? Let me know down below in the comments. And let's get started with number 29. We have Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is an extremely strong civilization. Or a leader, excuse me. Adventures of Enkidu is pretty nice because the sharing pillage system doesn't really work when you're playing him, but you gain alliance points and you're able to plunder, pillage resources when you're at war with an enemy. It's decent, but it's really not the best ability, not very good. Epic Quests is really underrated and nice. When you capture an outpost, you receive a free tribal village. So most of the time, you're going to take out 4 to 5 encampments regardless. If you can take out like maybe 6 or 7, that is so many tribal village rewards, it'll put you ahead tremendously. Not to mention that you only pay half the total cost to levy city-state units, which is extremely strong. And everybody knows what the war cart is, the strongest early game unit in the entire game. You just build 4 or 5 of those early on, and you just run Roughshed on whoever the hell you want. They won't even have archers before they know what hit them. It's incredible. And the ziggurat is extremely underrated. 2 science and culture if built next to a river. You can spam these. You can easily get 50 to 100 science by like turn 100 if you just continuously spam the ziggurat, which is extremely nice. But there is Gilgamesh at number 29. Number 28, we have the Amenitor, the Nubian civilization. She is, again, a really strong civilization. You gain a massive production bonus towards districts. Couple that with the god of the, what's that thing called again? The Pantheon that gives you another bonus towards districts. And you can just pump out these districts, as many as you can. You gain a massive bonus towards ranged units. Mines gain more production and more gold, which is absolutely insane. And the Patati Archer is the best archer unit in the game. Extra movement speed, extra strength, and you can build them a lot faster with your civilization ability. The Nubian pyramids are decent, but they have to be built on a desert. They give you food, and they do give adjacency bonuses, kind of like a government plaza, which is pretty nice, but really it's just these archers and the district production bonus. It is absolutely insane. Get some of these archers, and 2 archer shots will kill a war cart. A chariot, I mean. Whatever those things are called, I keep forgetting them. Not Gilgamesh's unique unit, the regular war cart unique unit. I don't know, you can absolutely annihilate whoever the hell you want with these archers, and that is why Amenitor is at number 28. Number 27, this might be controversial, but I got Catherine of Magnificence. When you improve luxury resources, you gain culture adjacent to chateaus and theater squares, which is really nice, honestly. The court festival thing is decent. I don't find myself using it too much. And then you have France's Grand Tour, and then you have the chateau. Just the amount of culture you can get with the civilization is absolutely insane. You can easily spawn next to like 4 or 5 different luxuries, and you can get like massive amounts of culture, which pushes you ahead through the culture tree, and you will be so far ahead, you will get every single wonder by the time the Renaissance era comes around, which melds well with the Grand Tour ability, which lets you gain a massive production boost to Renaissance, Industrial, and Medieval era wonders, as well as double tourism from wonders of any era. The fact that she is this high up really lets you know that her unique ability is just, in my opinion, really strong when it comes to culture. Obviously, other people are going to have different opinions, and they might actually think the other Catherine is better. Let me know down below what you guys think. And without further ado, let's go back to number 26. We have Robert the Bruce. Robert is an absolutely incredible leader. Liberation War, after getting defensive tactics and massive production and movement speed, is decent. You'd have to start against somebody who goes into a war and actually takes out a city-state or civilization, which isn't the hardest thing to do, but normally it's not really the bread and butter when it comes to your abilities. You have Scottish Enlightenment, which gives you massive science and production boost when your city is happy, which doubles when these cities are ecstatic, so +2 amenities. You also generate great scientist and great engineer points when you're happy, which doubles when you're ecstatic, and you also have the golf course, which is pretty nice. The amenities you get is absolutely incredible. It must be built, it can't be built on desert hills or the desert, and only one per city. But the two amenities, not to mention the entertainment complexes, can be absolutely massive. The Highlander's a decent unit, but he's really not the best unit. Really, as Scotland, you want happy and ecstatic cities, as many luxuries as you want, as many entertainment complexes as you want, and you really just want to get these happy cities that produce massive science production, and you get every single great scientist and great engineer once your cities get up and running, which is why I have Scotland at number 26. Number 25, we have Wilhelmina. Wilhelmina has one really good ability. We're going to start with it. Grot Rivieren. Oh my god, what a butcher. That is just a round of applause for me butchering the Netherlands name. Let's get major adjacency campuses, theater squares, and industrial zones if next to a river and their major adjacency. I think they're either +2 or +3, which is massive. You also get culture bombs when completing a Harper, which is nice. And you get production towards the dam district and the flood barrier, which actually gives adjacency bonuses to your industrial zones. So as the Netherlands, you're going to have massive bonuses towards industrial zones and campuses, even theater squares. The polder is a really nice, look at that. Food, production, housing, gold, production, housing. What more do you need? What more do you need? It has to be built on a lake tile or a coast tile adjacent to 3 land tiles. But it is a really, really massive wonder. If you settle next to a lake, it's going to be absolutely incredible. The radio or an eye is pretty nice as well because it gives you loyalty when starting a trade route. Not to mention provides you culture from foreign trade routes, which is nice. The unique frigate unit is it's decent. It's more of like a siege unit going against defensible districts. But Netherlands overall is just a really nice, well-rounded civ, really strong, and that is why I have them at number 25. Number 24, we have Cyrus of Persia. Yes, Cyrus is really nice at early war. Quick rundown of his abilities. The Immortal is a ranged melee unit. The Walls of the Fall of Babylon gives you bonuses towards a surprise war. Movement speed bonuses to be exact. And you get less grievances when declaring a surprise war. Satrapies gives you golden culture for internal trade routes. So early on you can easily beeline political philosophy. Get a great general. Get some Immortals. You will have like 40-45 combat strength Immortals with a ranged attack, which is incredible. And the Paradise allows you to transition to a culture victory after you eliminate 1 or 2 civilizations. Not to mention he also gets a +5 loyalty when you have a garrisoned unit. That is insane. You will not have to worry about loyalty when playing as Cyrus as long as you're not in a dark age while the enemy is in a golden age. And these are the reasons why I have Cyrus at number 24. All around, really good bonuses. Number 23, we have Pedro of Brazil. Yes, after recruiting a great person, you get 1/5 of the person's cost refunded, which is magnificent. Kind of rhymes with magnanimous, which I think it might mean magnificence in Portuguese. Not too sure. Let me know down below if it does. It kind of sounds similar, but it definitely is a magnificent, unique ability. The Amazon gives you adjacency bonuses for campuses +1. So that means each rainforest is going to give you 1.5 adjacency because rainforests automatically give you 0.5 adjacency. Although I think it might be 1 because it might give 0.5. Not too sure, but I'm fairly certain it gives 1.5 adjacency for campuses. But you also get the adjacency for holy sites, commercial hubs, and theater squares, which is really nice. And 1 appeal to adjacent tiles instead of the -1. So that's a net difference of 2 adjacency. So Brazil for a culture or a science victory or even a religious victory is massive. Just the amount of different paths you can go makes things absolutely incredible. The Minas Gerais, oh my god, what a butcher. The battleship, it's stronger than a battleship, but it really isn't something to write home about. You can obviously build them and go to war with them on a water map, and they can be actually extremely effective. But normally you just want to go, street carnivals, Copacabanas, you want to have some fun. You want to party like a real Brazilian. But yeah, pretty much they are meant to give you a massive amount of great people, amenities, housing. You're going to have really tall cities as Brazil, and you're going to have massive adjacency bonuses, which is why I have Brazil down there at number 23. Number 22, we have Teddy Roosevelt, this time the Bull Moose Teddy. Breathtaking tiles, either to a natural wonder or a mountain, give you 2 science and maybe 2 culture. Wow. So early game, you can have potential massive. If you start to a natural wonder, it's game over. Game over. You can have easily 4 or 5 science when starting next to a science natural wonder, or 4 and 5 culture, which is extremely massive. You can easily use this to skyrocket your lead as Teddy. Not to mention the Founding Fathers and film studio will easily transition you to a culture victory, which is what you should be doing as Teddy, allowing you to keep up in science to get some of those nice scientific late game wonders. But Teddy is just an incredible dude. He also gets a wildcard policy slots for every diplomatic slot, which is again incredible. P-51 Mustang, like we said, it's a decent unit. It can be effective, but it really isn't the bread and butter when you're playing as Teddy Roosevelt. That is why I have Teddy at number 22. Just a really good culture civ and decent civ all around. Number 21, we have Gaul. I forget what the Gaulish name... Ambiorix, that's his name. Civilization gains equal 20% culture equal to a unit's cost when it is produced. And then you get extra +2 adjacency flanking bonuses when you have a melee anti-cavalry ranged unit adjacent to one of your units. This makes Gaul a massive early game culture powerhouse and a unit killing powerhouse. The adjacency bonus along with military tradition can easily give you +6, +8 flanking bonuses, which is nice. And then the culture, it's more valuable than Gorgo's culture bonus, because with Gorgo's culture bonus, you have to kill units. With Ambiorix's, you get culture for units produced, which is 100 times more reliable. And then you have the Hallstatt culture, which gives you minor adjacency bonuses for all districts, a culture bomb of unknown territory, and 1 culture when producing districts. And specialty districts do not receive minor adjacency for being adjacent to another district. That's fine. Pretty much as Gaul, you don't really want to clump your district up as much. It doesn't really matter. You're already getting a minor adjacency bonus, so it's not really the end of the world. And it's pretty nice, honestly. You also get a culture bomb and culture, so you obviously know where this city's victory type is headed. You do want to go for a culture victory. The Gaistati is one of the best defensive units in the game. Dare I say, the best defensive unit in the game. He's a unique arrow replacement that replaces the warrior, so you can build them immediately. The unit has increased cost and increased combat strength when fighting units with higher base combat strength than him, and 5 combat strength for his district defenses. You will have 30 combat strength against horsemen and warriors. If you get the 3rd promotion, you can go toe-to-toe with horsemen and swordsman units, which is, oh my god. The fact that they're a lot cheaper and don't require any resources compared to those units, you can spam these units out, get a few archers, get a battering ram, and absolutely clap, slap, whatever you want. You will easily go for an early war. You can easily defend against an early war, and we haven't even gotten to their best part, the Opidium, which is a unique, cheap industrial arrow replacement that comes earlier. It gives you a defensible ranged attack, and it unlocks a first Opidium. What does it say? The Opidium district. When the first Opidium is constructed, the apprenticeship technology is unlocked, and you get a free technology, not to mention +2 production from adjacent quarry and strategic resources. You will get so much production. You will get a massive defense boost. So really, as Gaul, your defense is up there with Vietnam. No one's going to be able to take you out. You're going to get massive amounts of culture, massive amounts of production, which will allow you to build wonders much easier. And just like that, you have just a massive production culture powerhouse in Gaul, who is almost impossible to take out, which is why I have Gaul at number 21. Number 20, we have Inzenza. We have the Congo, religious convert. You can't build holy site districts, you can't get great profits, you can't found religious, so automatically the religious victory is gone. You cannot go for a religion victory. Although you gain beliefs of any religion that has established itself as a major religion of your civilization, and you get an apostle whenever you finish an Inzenza or a theater square district. So you might be wondering, like, what the hell is an Inzenza? What the hell? Like, what the hell am I going to do with apostles if I can't go for a religious victory? Well, number 1, you can spread the religion you want in your territory and sort of influence a religious game. Number 2, you will be able to get relics. Now, what are relics going to do? In addition to the culture and tourism bonus, each relic will give food, production, and gold, as well as 50% more great writer, great artist, great musician, great merchant points. And your palace has 5 great work slots. So, oh my god, you're going to be getting great people a lot faster. You are going to be getting relics, which are absolutely incredible. Even relics, artifacts, and sculptures give you the additional food production and gold. And with the apostles you have, you will easily be able to get a butt ton of apostles, a butt ton of relics, and your cities are going to grow so tall, so much tourism. And the Ngao Mbeba, the swordsman unit, it's good at defending against range attacks, but nothing else. The Mbands is really good. Oh my god. It can only be constructed in rainforest or woods, but it gives you 5 housing, 2 food, and 4 gold regardless of appeal. So this civ is the best tall civ in the entire game. You're easily going to get 20, 25 population cities. You're going to get all these relics, all these great people. Easiest culture victory of your life. If you don't believe me, try it out. They are the best culture victory civilization in the game. The reason they are not higher up there is because the fact that you can't go for religion victory kind of reduces your adaptability a little bit, but not by much, really. If they were able to gain holy sites and stuff like that, I'd probably put them at like 16 or 17 instead of like 20. It's not really that big of a difference, but for a culture victory, woo! My god, they're incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the video. Before we leave, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Did I tell you guys to subscribe? Because that is something you should definitely consider. Closing in on 2,000 subscribers. I literally had like 400 at the beginning of the month, so this amount of support is absolutely insane, and I thank each and every one of you for it. But yeah, we're going to be in the top 20. Next video is going to either be released on Friday or Saturday. I think tomorrow I might come out with the early war video on Thursday. You know, how to do an early war. Friday, I will have the top 20, and then I will finish it off with the top 10 on Saturday. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Peace.